First one's from Nick Underhill.
So we saw the little celebration. How'd it feel to get that 8th catch today?
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Is that what a $500,000 dance looks like?
Yeah, I guess. It felt good. But I think the best part is just winning as a team, right? We were able to get the win. And, obviously we were pulling for Chicago. They didn't get it, so we got the number 2 seed. And we're heading into the playoffs. I'm looking forward to it. I know that the intensity is going to be turned up more. The speed's going to be faster. And we got to be ready for it. We got to be prepared for it. But I'm looking forward to it.
Next one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, today the next man up mentality hit just about every single position group, especially running backs. With Ty Montgomery, 100 yards for him today. How big was that, just knowing that he's been in your room for most of the season and then flipping over to receiver and having a game, or flipping over to running back, and having a game like that?
Yeah, if you think about just Ty Montgomery in general and just what he did for Green Bay, and what he's capable of doing, he was just himself today. And that's what I told him before the game. I said, you don't have to be anything more than just yourself, and that's what he did. He came out, he prepared all week for a receiver at the F position. Then, obviously the COVID situation hit, and he had to play running back. And, when I found out we had Ty Montgomery on his team, I knew it was a great pickup because he provides so much depth at so many different positions. And so, I was rooting for him to get that 100-yard game in the 4th, and he ended up getting it. I was extremely happy for him.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Emmanuel, kind of speaking on that, Coach Payton kind of vaguely referenced spending a little extra time in practice, getting those guys ready. Was the whole offense part of that, or how would you just describe the kind of day leading up to this?
Yeah, welcome to, I would say 2020, but we're in 21 now, but welcome to COVID football, right? You got to be prepared for anything. And, it's crazy because, Sean Payton was telling us even prior to the season, he said it can hit at any moment and be prepared for anything. And we all kind of know that. And so there's no shock with this anymore. It's like, all right, this happened. All right, we got a next man up mentality. And I know that, that's what everybody says, but it's true. That's the mindset. And, I was just happy for the guys who got an opportunity to showcase the talent today, and they made the most of it.
Next one's from Jacques Doucet.
Emmanuel, can you just speak to this team's ability to win games in different ways, different quarterbacks, Alvin out, Mike Thomas out, and throughout the year, here you are, 12-4 going into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think that's a credit to Sean Payton. He's one of the best coaches I've ever played for, and I've enjoyed just being around his energy, being around his intellect. When you go in the game and knowing he's the coach, he's calling the plays and he's setting it up. It makes you feel good as a player. It makes you feel good as a receiver, and it's just a credit to him. To me, Coach of the Year, obviously, it's been a lot of good coaches, but just seeing the day-to-day grind and how he's handled this whole COVID and handled, Drew being out and Alvin being out and Mike being out, and really all of his big-time players and showcasing the will and the poise to say, this is how we're going to handle this. This is how we're not going to go into panic mode. And so it's a big credit to him.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Just speaking to that, do you feel like you guys have formed your identity off of that adversity? And what can that do for a team once you get into the playoffs?
Truthfully, I don't really even know our identity. I think that we just go into games and say, hey, look, we're going to try this, we're going to try that. And if it works, then that's what we're going to go with. We got Alvin Kamara. Once he gets back, we got him at running back. We got some running backs. We got a great O-line. We got a quarterback in Drew Brees, a legendary quarterback in my eyes. And I just feel like we can be multidimensional, but at the same time, we got to go out and execute, and we got to, whatever Sean calls, we got to execute at a high level in order for us to make this run.
Next one's from Chris Hagan.
Emmanuel, we've heard a couple guys talk about just how important it is to get some momentum with a win going into the playoffs. But for you and Drew, how important was it to really look like you guys were in sync and get back on the same page and make some big catches going into, even bigger games?
Yeah, it felt good. Obviously, it's 2 plays I wish I could have back to slant and then the back shoulder that he threw to me. But, I had 9 catches today, and it felt good. It felt good to catch passes and for Drew to believe in me and obviously keep feeding me, trying to, give me the 8 catches to get that incentive. And it felt good to be out there.
Last one's from Mike Triplett.
Emmanuel, you've been on a lot of Super Bowl teams, obviously, but is it rare that to be around this veteran Saints team that is pretty openly talked about being Super Bowl or bust all the way back to the summer and not shying away from that goal?
I've been on a team like that in 15. It was Super Bowl bust. But truthfully, we don't even pay attention to it. We just taking it one game at a time. Obviously the end goal for everybody is to win the Super Bowl, but at the same time, we can't get there and just skip the whole process of it. So it's a process, and it starts with Chicago next week.
We're all set. Thanks, Emmanuel.
All right, thank y'all.